Hey, my name is Charles Klein, and I have a fencing lead-up game we call Capture the King for grade levels 6 through 9. The objective of Capture the King is to apply fencing skills and moves in a tag-like pursuit activity involving total participation, teamwork, cardiorespiratory, and muscular endurance development, as well as a history lesson. Okay, you're going to need some cones. Again, a highly motivated assistant. You're going to use foam noodles for your swords and some pennies to identify the teams. Okay, setup simple. This resembles Capture the Flag, only we're using people instead of flags. So you're a king. That's a crown. And two kings at either end of the court. And you can have defenders. That's your call as a teacher. And then you can have defenders or not. So we'll put some defenders around them. And of course the class has been divided into two teams. And the rest of that class, the rest of that team is the small army defending their king. And the objective is simple: to get inside there, fighting through the army to get the opposition's king. This army fights this way. This army fights this way. Okay, the object being everyone is armed with a foil. The foil being a noodle slice, a foam noodle. And the teacher and his assistant are there to observe. Students are not swatting each other with the foam noodles, but rather using a fencing technique with a jab and a stance that they learned in previous units. Now, in the meantime, the king does not stay stationary under the basketball hoop. The king needs to be moving back and forth along the end line, with or without his bodyguards. Okay, and this continues until one of the kings is captured. You can do it to time, to music, and then switch out kings. Let's talk about modifications. Allow for a team doctor to revive players. Right? You can incorporate various locomotor skills. Instead of just running, they have to skip or hop or gallop. Impose strict time periods. You can replace the king with a flag or other recoverable item. This resembles the Capture the Flag. Create a cemetery for killed fencers that are then forced to remain out of the round and perform consequence exercises. You can arm the king, give him his own sword, select various subjects instead of strictly history, a captured king and his bodyguards run laps, have more than two kings depending on a class size. And you can incorporate blindfold and one-arm play. Have the student place one arm behind their back. I think the variations for this game and modifications are numerous. And respiratory workout, apply some fencing skills, maybe learn something new, the desire to learn a new sport, and have fun doing it.